Ma'am, yesterday I sent you periodic table.
I sent you remarks also. Did you check?
No,
Did
ma'am.
I?
No, ma'am.
Yesterday I called your mother also, and I want to talk to you, and then I just asked you to call me back, but you did not call me back also.
Ma'am, my mother was at hospital.
At least night you would have called me around 10 o'clock or something like that.
Ma'am, I thought right now, ma'am.
No,
Ma'am,
I was just waiting for your call to tell you the changes, like what you have to do in that periodic table. And then I want to discuss also. So I asked your mother to make Hruday call me. I was waiting for the call, but I did not receive it. And I wrote on the WhatsApp also what changes you have to make. Did you check?
no, ma'am, I see.
Please check. Children, are you able to see
Ma'am,
this?
I sent you my periodic table, ma'am.
That picture was not at all clear. I don't know it is blue or purple in color. I thought to text you back again, but I did not find time. So you take pic clearly. The picture was not clear. Take it neatly, clearly, and send me back.
Okay, ma'am.
It is in purple color actually. Total some bluish is there. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Could you able to see my screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Children, yes, everybody? Yes. So we are going to discuss about isobars and isotopes. Okay, they are very, very easy topics. Isobar and isotopes, very small topics. Actually, we have elements. Okay, we have elements, and elements are made up of atoms. Okay, and atom is having atomic number and mass number. Each atom consists of atomic number and mass number. This you know very well, right? In the unit 2 also we discussed what is mass number, what is atomic number, and where is the mass number present, where is the atomic number present, what is the symbol of an element. All these things we have discussed very clearly. Am I right, children?
Yes, ma'am.
So are you able to see the screen, what you are seeing now? On this.
Mass number.
So X is an element. For example, X is an element, mean symbol of the element. So A at the top corner, A you can see mass number, and at the bottom Z you can see the atomic number. And mass number means number of protons and neutrons in an atom is called as mass number. And what is atomic number, children? Number of protons in atom is called as atomic number. And down also I have taken carbon. Okay, carbon atom, and I have written, see 12 is carbons. Children, what is 12 there? Children, what is 12 there?
Mass number, ma'am. Mass number.
12 is mass number. Don't sleep. Okay, see the screen. Try to understand it. Try to involve in it. Okay, 12 is the mass number of that particular element carbon. Okay, and then what is 6 there?
It's the atomic
Protons,
number.
neutrons,
Yeah, 6 is the atomic number of carbon. Okay, so this is how the mass number and atomic number of any particular element will be written. What is mass number? Actually what is mass number? How will we calculate mass number? We will calculate mass number by calculating number of protons and neutrons in a particular atom. And then how the mass number is calculated? Atomic number can be calculated by counting number of protons in particular atom. Did you understand, children? So now if you look into it, if your friends are missing, please call and inform them. Again, they'll miss all this concept. Okay, so this is how the mass number and atomic number were given. So now you are clear with where is the mass number. Mass number is present at the top and atomic number is present at the bottom of a particular element. So now we will understand what are isobars and what are isotopes. Okay, so isobars means they have same mass number but different atomic number. Okay, so isobars means, you know, we have elements. Okay, there are different elements are there. Okay, different elements are there, and those different elements, they have same mass number but different atomic number. Down, for example, I wrote ferrous and nickel. You can see ferrous and nickel. For example, I wrote there Cu down line. So what is common in that? What is the common thing you notice in that? Children,
Atomic numbers are
58.
different, ma'am, and mass
wow.
numbers are same, ma'am.
What is the mass number? Same mass number is there. What is the mass number?
58.
58.
So 58
58.
is the common mass number. And then what is the atomic numbers there?
26, 27.
26 and 27 are the
So
atomic
here
numbers.
by this we can see that elements are different. Elements are different. Different elements are having same mass number but different atomic number. So these are called as isobars. Isobars means elements have same mass number but different atomic number. Okay, different elements have same mass number but different atomic numbers. The same way if you look into isotopes, isotopes also examples I have given there. Example C12, C13, C14 means they have same atomic number but different mass number. It is quite opposite. Isobars and isotopes are quite opposite. Isobars have same mass number and then different atomic number. Isotopes have same atomic number but different mass number. Did you understand?
Ma'am,
Children,
example.
are you following? Are you following?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, give
Yes,
examples of isotopes, ma'am.
I'll give you down. I wrote na carbon 12, carbon 13, carbon 14, all those things I wrote. Okay. So they are all mass numbers 12, 13, 14. Okay. I have many slides. I'll show you. First, I was just explaining you how the things are going on. I was just explaining you. Okay. I'll explain you. Don't worry. So first of all, you have to understand what is definition. Okay. So the definition is they have same mass number but different atomic number. What? Isobars. Isotopes is quite opposite for that. They have same atomic number but different mass number. Okay. And second point you have to remember is difference between isobars and isotopes. Number of electrons are different in isobars. Okay, but coming to the case of isotopes, same number of protons but different number of neutrons are there. I'll tell you once, wait. So now you can see here, isotopes means, what are isotopes? They are variants of a particular element which differ in neutron number. Neutron number means nothing but mass number. Okay, neutron, mass number is, mass number I told you, number of neutrons. Okay, number of neutrons in a particular atom, it denotes mass number. So isotopes means what? They are different variants. Variants means, what is meant by variants? Here you can see in this picture. What can you see in this picture? What can you see in this picture? Children? Could you able to see the screen or no?
Atoms, electrons,
Yes,
cells.
ma'am.
What
Mass
are you
numbers
seeing
and
on the
atoms,
screen?
ma'am.
Hydrogen, can you see there? Yellow
Yes,
colored.
Yes,
hydrogen
ma'am.
and hydrogen.
Hydrogen 1 I wrote, hydrogen 2 I wrote, hydrogen 3 I wrote. These three are the variants of hydrogen element. This hydrogen 1, this hydrogen 2, this hydrogen 3. These three are the variants of hydrogen element. Variants means isotopes. Isotopes means, see here mass number is varying. Mass number of hydrogen 1 is 1. Hydrogen 2, it is also called as deuterium. Mass number is 2. Hydrogen 3, it is called as tritium. Mass number is 3. Variants means, in real life example, I'll tell you one example so that you'll understand what is meant by variants. For example, milk. Milk is there. Milk is an element. Let us assume that milk is an element. Okay. Now I was telling you three examples. Okay. Ghee, cheese, butter. Okay. Ghee, cheese, butter. I'm telling that the variants of milk are ghee, cheese, and butter. Did you understand what is meant by variants? Now, milk is an element there, and from the milk there are three kinds of variants like ghee, cheese, butter. In the same way, hydrogen is also an element. It is having three types of variants. Okay, that is hydrogen 1, hydrogen 2, hydrogen 3. So hydrogen 2 is called as deuterium, hydrogen 3 is called as tritium. Okay, so they have, why they are, how they are differed, how they were classified means based on the mass number. So the mass number is varying there. The mass number is differing there. So you can see clearly. For hydrogen 1, the mass number is only 1. For hydrogen 2, the mass number is 2. Okay, and for hydrogen 3, the mass number is 3. So how it is done? The number of protons and neutrons present in the atom is counted, and then these isotopes were prepared in that way. Okay, so in the atom, in every atom, you can see blue colored balloon-like structure as well as red colored balloon-like structure. If you count that balloons, protons and neutrons are there. So the number of protons and neutrons are counted. Okay, so these are all variants or isotopes of hydrogen atom. In the same way, you know, carbon is also having some, you know, isotopes. Carbon is there, carbon 13 is there, carbon 14 is there. So here also the number of protons and neutrons, they will count. Okay, you can see clearly how many number of protons are there, how many number of neutrons are there. Based on that, the carbon isotopes or the carbon variants are made. Okay, actually the carbon atom has 6 protons and 6 neutrons. Actually, the carbon atom. But isotope of carbon atom is carbon 13 and carbon 14. So in the carbon 13, you can see 7 neutrons are there. And in carbon 14, 8 neutrons are there. So based on that, you know, these isotopes were classified. It is classified into carbon 13 as well as carbon 14. And one more example is also there. You can see here, oxygen isotopes. So O16 and O18, there are 2 isotopes here. So protons are same in number, 8 protons and 8 protons here. Okay, the main difference you can see is in neutrons only here. In the first picture, there are 8 neutrons, and in the second picture, there are 10 neutrons. Okay, so 8 plus 8, 16, so 0, 16. O16 isotope, 10 plus 8, 18, so O18 isotope. Even here also, in this picture also, you can see only 6 protons. Protons are common there. 6 protons, 6 protons, 6 protons. There is no variation. Only the neutrons are variating there. Only neutrons are variating there. Even in this hydrogen picture also, you can see common is protons are common. Only 1 proton you can notice there. In neutrons only, there is a variation. There is 0 neutron, 1 neutron, and 2 neutrons are there. So that is how I was telling you, they have same mass number but different atomic number. They have same mass number, different atomic number. Yes. Somebody is talking? Yes, please tell.
Ma'am, because of network problem, I did not listen. Ma'am, let's explain isotopes once again.
Nana, it is almost half of the class is over. You call me after the class because it is only 15 to 20 minutes left out. Okay, it is. I have explained lot of majority of the part. You please stay on the class, and after class you please call me. Okay. Yes, somebody is talking.
Yeah, ma'am. So do all elements have these isotopes?
Not all the elements. Only few elements were classified into isotopes. Okay. All elements do not have. Okay.
Okay.
What are the use of these, ma'am?
I'll tell you. That is different. First of all, you have to understand isotopes and isobars. Okay. Then uses are also there. I will tell you what are the advantages and uses. Okay. You should have knowledge. Actually, you have atoms. Okay. You have atoms. But some atoms are having same mass numbers. And some atoms are having same atomic numbers. Okay. In a particular element, okay, atoms are having same mass number, but some atoms are having same atomic number. So the elements which have same mass number but different atomic number, they are called as isobars. But the atoms which have same atomic number but different mass number are called as isotopes. Okay. If you want to learn about uses, 1 minute. I'll tell you. Another slide is there. I will try to share that screen with you. One minute, give me 1 second. Could you able to see this? See the screen? Huh, children?
It's loading, miss.
Loading,
It's
ma'am.
loading, ma'am.
It's loading. Anything that you can see now?
No, miss.
No, ma'am.
1 minute. Now you can see?
Yes,
You can see
ma'am.
now?
Yes, miss.
Okay,
Yes.
first of all, you learn about uses, then you will understand why you have to learn about isotopes. Open page number 15 once in your course books. Page number, unit 1. Unit 1. Page number
I have already.
15. Okay, these isotopes are majorly used in radioactivity. Okay, what is radioactivity? I'll tell you some examples. Now somebody has asked me what is the use of these isotopes and isobars. So I was just trying to explain you what are the uses. Okay, so these isotopes are generally used in pharmaceuticals. Okay, for medical imaging in the diagnosis of wide range of elements. So you have MRI scan or CR scan or ICR scan or some kind of body scans are there. So that all scanning process is called as medical imaging. Okay, when some internal problems are there, heart diseases are there, lung diseases are there, or some bone damage is there, or some problems are there, internal body parts, there is some fracture is there, or something is there, then what we will do, we will go for medical imaging, which is also called as MRI scan or something XYZ. So this scanning, medical imaging process will take, the chemicals or the chemical elements which are used in this medical imaging process are isotopes. Naina, are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
The isotopes are used in medical imaging process. What is medical imaging? To diagnose the various diseases which are present internally.
Like X-ray, ma'am.
Like X-ray and more advanced one. Okay, X-rays are older ones.
Isobars or isotopes, ma'am.
Isotopes. Okay, we have major advantages with isotopes only. Okay, isobars do not have much advantages. Okay, but isotopes are having very good scientific uses, scientific advantages are there. So you can see the picture also. By seeing this picture, you can remember, or you can recollect how the medical imaging process will take place. Are you following? So what is used in this machinery is for this imaging process, medical imaging process or X-ray process or scanning process, the isotopes are used, okay, in this medical industry. So the second advantage, we have some smoke detectors. Okay, especially in India, we are not using these smoke detectors, but in abroad, many countries, they use smoke detectors. They fix one smoke detector in every house, in every shopping mall, and in every commercial areas. And these smoke detectors helps us whenever there is some, I have written here, their uses also. A smoke detector is an electronic fire protection device that automatically senses the presence of smoke as a key indication of fire and sounds a warning,
Like
and sounds a
fire
warning to,
alarm.
yes, fire alarm. For example, suddenly there is a fire which is coming inside your house. Okay, and you are there outside taking some vegetables or cleaning your house, or you're outside of your house doing some work, and inside your house there is some fire generated, and this smoke detector, what will it will do, no, it will give a bell ring, or it will it will give some warning. Okay, so this is like an alarm. Okay, it rings continuously. Okay, then whenever smoke is generated inside your house, it gives us a key indication of fire, and it sounds and gives us a warning. Okay, so big apartments, houses, they will fix the smoke detectors in order to have protection for their houses. Whenever there is some misfire happening inside the house, this smoke detector will immediately catch the smoke and will ring continuously. It will ring like an alarm. Okay, and then it sounds and gives a warning to the building occupants. Is it clear now? And what is used is isotopes are used. Okay, isotopes are used in preparing these smoke detectors. And then you know NASA satellites, children? You know NASA
Yes,
satellites?
ma'am.
Okay, so there is lot of research going on. Number of satellites will be going to other planets. Okay, some satellites, NASA satellites are going to moon also and doing some kind of research work. So all these NASA satellites are there, they consist of some battery. Inside the satellites, there are some powerful batteries. Okay, and you know, these powerful batteries are made up of isotopes. Okay, these powerful batteries inside the NASA satellites are made up of isotopes. This is one of the advantage of isotope. And you know, we have nuclear power stations. What are nuclear power stations, children? Which generate the electricity. Okay, electricity stations will be there, nuclear power stations, electricity generating stations where electricity is generated from nuclear power reactors are there. Some nuclear power reactors are there, electricity stations are there, nuclear stations are there, where electricity will be generated, and from there it is distributed to all the houses, apartments or buildings, whatever it is. So this is, the nuclear power reactors are there in this nuclear or electric stations. And then here I have shown you one nuclear power reactor. The picture of one nuclear power reactor is shown here. You can see clearly. And there are some control rods, blue colored control rods. You can see very clearly in this picture. So this is a diagram of nuclear power reactor. This nuclear power reactor is there in nuclear power station. And nuclear power stations helps us in generation of electricity. Okay, so this is all electricity production. So these control rods are made up of isotopes. Okay, control rods are made up of isotopes. Is it clear, children?
Miss,
Yes, ma'am.
but what property do these isotopes hold that will help them do all of this stuff?
That is all a very big topic which will be dealt in your graduation. Okay, properties and other things. It is all very in-depth topic, and there are some specifications and there is big explanation regarding that. Okay, now as per your grade, what is important for you is isotopes are there. Isotopes, the advantages are there, and what is the advantages I was just explaining you. What are the properties and internal features, that all you will learn in your higher grades. Okay, I can explain you, but for explaining that part, it will take 10 days time. Okay, and that was not there in the micro schedule, and already we are running shortage of time. So now what is the point you have to understand is, you have to understand that this is a, actually this is also not there in your course book. These diagrams are all not there. I was just showing you so that you will understand it easily. They have just directly mentioned a point like nuclear power reactors are there. So, isotopes are present in the, isotopes are present in this control rods. Okay, they mentioned that isotopes are present in the control rods, and they prevent the nuclear power reactors from melting down. This control rods helps in preventing the nuclear power reactors from melting down. This is which is one of the advantage of isotopes. Okay, and one more advantage of isotopes is we have a technique called isotope fingerprinting. Okay, isotope fingerprinting. Do you have idea about DNA fingerprinting? Any idea about DNA fingerprinting, children?
Yeah,
Like
yes,
how
ma'am.
is
They'll
it?
find.
Okay, you know what is forensic department? Forensic.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
forensic means?
When a person dies, they will only say, ma'am, it's murder or suicide,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. It is the study, ma'am. Means they'll find a minute things also, ma'am.
So they will analyze the fingerprints. Okay, So they will analyze the fingerprints, and then accordingly they will investigate who is the person involved in that crime or whatever it is there. Like it is a kind of scientific test or a technique which is used in finding or detection of the crime origin or where the crime is happening, who is doing that crime. So now coming to this isotope fingerprints, they are helpful in food industry. Okay, they are helpful in food industry. Okay, how they are helpful is they are helpful in finding out about the quality of the food, and then from which country this food has been originated, and then any potential. Nowadays, you know, different kinds of frauds are happening. The original quality of food is not there, and all the food is, you know, it was into different chemical combinations. You know, we are getting different kinds of plastic foods also. The natural quality of the food is misused, and they were making some artificial foods and selling to the people. And when the people consume these artificial foods or unhealthy foods, what is happening? Lot of health damage is happening to the human beings. So this for isotope fingerprinting is powerful tools. They are powerful tools to find out or to determine the authenticity and, you know, authenticity of the food. Okay, the quality of food, like how the quality of the food is there. Is it good or bad, or anything is mixed in it, or anything wrong it was included in it, or, you know, is it like out of date packing, and, you know, expiry dates, whether the expiry date is there or the food is expired already, and the quality of the food. All these things are assessed by help of isotope fingerprints. Okay, isotope fingerprints means it is a unique chemical signature that allows the product to be identified. The quality of the product will be identified, okay, with the help of isotope fingerprints. So this is used in food and beverage industries. Okay, these are some techniques, okay, which helps the industries or which helps the government to find out the quality of food. Some food is exported from other countries to us. For example, China is exporting lot of food items to the India, for example. So how the quality of the food is there, whether plastic food is being exported to us, or whether natural food is being exported, or any chemicals are mixed in the food, or you know, this food is polluted food or something diluted. So the quality assessment and all frauds involved in food beverages preparation, everything, this isotopes helps us. You know, this isotope fingerprints, they helps us. Did you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So these are all some uses of, and there are some more things like, you know, these isotopes are also helpful in shipping ports safe from nuclear terrorism. So we have, you know, ports are there. Okay, near the oceans or seas, you can see shipping ports are there. Shipping ports are there where all ships will be there. Like airport, there are shipping ports also. So we have some kind of nuclear terrorism, okay, where, you know, inside the seas also, inside the oceans also, there is always an alarming situation. There will be some kind of nuclear attacks which happens. So this isotopes are used in making some detectors. Okay, we have studied in sonar lesson, okay, how the detectors will be there on the seas, and how that is helpful in finding out the signals. Okay, so these detectors are made up of isotopes. Okay, these detectors are made up of isotopes, which helps us, you know, in making our shipping port safe from the nuclear terrorisms or nuclear attacks which happens in the sea, underground of the sea. This is one of the advantage of isotope. And some isotopes are also helpful in generating some sources of energy. Okay, we have different kinds of energy, right? So some sources of energy will be generated by isotopes. Okay, for example, they may be used in batteries. Okay, so for example, if a real life example means we have inverters. Okay, inverters are there. Whenever we have power cut, we use inverters. Inverters immediately give us again power back. Okay, so the power backup was given. So in that batteries, the chemicals, you know, there were number of chemicals involved in preparation of that inverter. So isotopes are used. Okay, did you understand now advantages of isotopes, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, miss.
Anybody who did not understand, please tell. Naina, respond.
Yes, ma'am. Understood,
You
ma'am.
understand? You asked me, no, like what are the uses of isotopes?
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
So that is because of all these uses only we have to learn some knowledge about what is meant by isotopes and what are meant by isobars. What is the difference?
Isobars uses are not there, ma'am.
Not mentioned actually. Specifically, they are not mentioned. Okay, but you have to know what is the difference between isobars and isotopes.
Isotopes.
If you open your course book, page number 14.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, page number 14, you can see one table was given there.
Yes, miss, we can see it.
So what is common factor there in the table?
Page
The
number
mass
what?
number.
Mass number, what is meant by AR? What is meant by AR?
Argon, ma'am. Argon.
Argon.
Okay, argon. K is for
Potassium.
Potassium.
potassium. Ca for
Calcium.
Calcium.
So all argon, potassium, calcium have same mass number. You can see there 40, 40, 40. What is the difference there? Atomic
The
number
atomic
is
number.
atomic number
Atomic
is
number is different, ma'am.
and then same 37 is there. Chlorine and
Argon.
argon. So again there is a difference. Actually here argon is not there actually because argon is having mass number 40. I don't know why he has given in second bar. You can leave it. Okay. So chlorine atomic number is 17 and mass number 37. You go for third slide. Okay. You have uranium, Neptune, and Pu is for
Uranium.
Pu is there.
Plutonium.
What, ma'am?
Plutonium. Okay,
Plutonium.
uranium.
Yes, ma'am.
NP means
Plutonium.
NP means
Neptunium.
Neptunium.
Neptunium. Pu means
Plutonium.
plutonium. So what is common factor there? Common factor you can
Mass
see.
number.
Radioactivity elements, ma'am.
They are all radioactive elements, but mass number is 235, 235, 235. Atomic number is different.
92, 92.
93, 94. So mass number is common, atomic number is different. These are called isobars. They are called as mass number is same, atomic number is different. They are called isobars. And if atomic number is same and if mass number
And
is
mass number is different
different,
with
they are called
isotopes.
as isotopes. Same, opposite, that's it. If atomic numbers of all the elements are same and mass number is different, then they are called as isotopes. And if
Radioactive means what, ma'am?
radioactive cancer, we studied in previous classes, radioactive elements are helpful in treating cancer, and there are some radiations will be produced from radioactive elements. They are helpful in chemotherapy, to treat cancerous patients, to treat tumors. Okay, and they are used in nuclear bombs also.
Ma'am, we learned in unit 2 when we were learning periodic table. noble
At
gases,
the time,
ma'am.
I have told all these things, but he has given in a different way. Okay, in that unit, he has given in a different way. Did you remember, Naina? Who has asked me now doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
Naina,
Yes,
respond.
ma'am.
Did you remember?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So have you understood now isotopes and isobars?
Yes, ma'am. It has unstable atomic nuclei, ma'am. Radioactive.
Radioactivity, tomorrow I will tell you one more small concept is there regarding radioactivity. Tomorrow